Let's all pay respects to Longpo together. Bow. So, please turn on your camera if it's convenient for you to on it, so that Longpo can see.
So,
Longpo, I think your internet is a bit slow. Is it connected to the Wi-Fi?
yeah, can you hear me? You cannot hear me.
Yeah, Longpo, we can hear you. I think the sound is still okay. I think only the video is a bit slow.
Whatever.
I think the sound is good, so it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's important. Okay, how many people are logged in?
20 people.
Okay, at the moment I don't have anything, just so go to the questions. Maybe I...
Awesome. Okay, so anyone with questions to ask, you can raise your hand.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So I wanted to ask some questions about my practice, daily reflection and all. So first is, as I'm doing my daily reflections, I'm not getting very consistent, first of all. And even in those reflections, I'm confused that whether I should, fast forward my reflections or, do it kind of like feeling every action, feeling every memory, or should I just skim through it? I don't understand about that.
I mean, just know, when you wake up, what kind of images, what kind of, what kind of memories came up, what kind of feelings came up. Just short. Don't go into it, yeah? Just know, okay, this kind of feeling came up, this kind of memory came up. What did I do then, yeah? Or this kind of thoughts come up. What did I do then? Okay, these kind of thoughts came up. If you don't remember, it's okay, then skip for the next, yeah? And it will take in the beginning a long time until you get used to it, and then it will be very quick, yeah? You just see it, towards the end, you just see it within 5 minutes, a whole day, rolls in front of your eyes. It's just like a film. And don't judge. Yeah, go ahead.
Sometimes what happens is that, when I'm doing my reflections, and if I leave my reflections for 3-4 days and it goes back to normal, for instance, like if I leave for 3 days, then it's very hard for me to recall even the basic things.
Yeah.
Or, the important things.
Yeah, that's why we do it daily. Yeah? That's why we should do it daily, yeah? And it's okay in the beginning. In the beginning, we don't remember. If we don't remember, we just skip to the next thing that we remember. I talked to this person, yeah. When you are at work, when you do some work, you normally don't know anything, yeah? You don't recall anything, what happened, unless somebody interrupts you, and so on, yeah?
But how long does it take to, so the practice gets developed?
In the beginning, if you've never done it, or if you're very new to it, it can take up to an hour or 1.5 hours.
Yes, the maximum it took me around 35 minutes of recalling the whole day.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. We only want to know what we are doing, yeah? What is the result of our doing, yeah? What kind of feeling pop up, what kind of thoughts pop up. That's important, yeah? We don't want to judge it, yeah? If it's 35 minutes, that's okay, yeah?
Also, another problem with it, so when I'm doing my reflections, I have this feeling like I'm not really looking forward to my reflections. It feels the most chore to me, and I feel like I'm just observing the things that are coming across my mind. I'm not really, getting any wisdom. Like I try to get to the root cause of the events, for instance, what happened, and really try to find out why I reacted that way, why I acted in a particular way. But then when I try to get to the very root cause, I just stop. I mean, my mind just gives up, and it can't find any root cause.
This is not, for the moment, this is not a daily reflection. Yeah, the daily reflection is just know what happened. Yeah, I mean, if you want to understand, after the daily reflection or after meditation, go into the thing and then roll back. Yeah, what came before this reaction? What came before this emotion? What came before this feeling? What came before this until you find. And it's not always that you find something. Yeah, so don't give up. Yeah. I mean, the Kilesas say, I don't find anything. I give up. No, we never give up. Yeah? One day you will find it out, yeah?
So after enough, being with the feeling or being with that, I will be able to, get to the cause.
Yeah. I mean, you ask yourself, what came before the feeling? Yeah? What kind of thought or what kind of memory or what other thing, yeah? Came up. Yeah, and before that, what came up? Before that, yeah. I mean, so you roll back, the course of events, yeah.
So one thing that that has worked for me is that when I really put my sati mindfulness onto the event, or when that event is happening, when my reactions are certain reactions or certain feelings are occurring in my head or mind. So the more I try to be with that feeling, it gets easier. I've noticed that. It's the only thing I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that effect of reflection or what? Or
I mean,
with it?
See what works for you. Yeah. I mean, if you stay with the feeling, see what works with you. But you want to find the cause for the feeling. So you want to know what happened before the feeling arises. Yeah. And before that, if it is a thought or memory, before that memory, what happened before that? Yeah. That's why daily reflection is very good, because it lets us know what is going on. Yeah. The real cause is not a thought, I mean, sometimes, it can be anything. Yeah. Just try it out, what works for you until, but you have to roll back. You understand that? What came before that? What came before that? What came before that? Yeah, until you find the stone. Yeah, that when you throw it into the water, only what you see is the ripples of the water. Yeah, you want to see the stone that is thrown into the pond. Yeah, that causes the ripples of the water. Yeah, and it doesn't come up as a thought; it comes up as a knowing.
Comes as a knowledge.
Knowing, not knowledge, knowing. Yeah? It comes up in the heart, yeah? A thought is very noisy, knowing is very, very subtle. Try it. I mean, we have to do that a long, long time before it really starts to give effect, yeah?
The thing is, when the reflections get really good, and I'm able to cover up many things in my reflections, and after 2-3 days, or just 1-2 days of living, it gets back to normal. It's really demotivating.
That's why we do it daily, yeah. And you will see, if you do it daily, and after half a year, it gets very fast, yeah. You will just see, boop, 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 yeah. And let the heart decide, and you will see, the things that cause you pain or that cause you dukkha, and the things that are not right, yeah. And then the heart will see that, and it will let go of it, yeah. You're not interested in doing this anything anymore. But let the heart do it, yeah. Don't try to, yeah. If you don't see something, what I did, if I didn't see something correctly, what happened, I saw only something, my reaction. And then in the evening, I saw in the reflection, I couldn't see what is happening. Then I said, okay, in this situation, tomorrow, let me be very, very aware of what is going on. Yeah? And then over time, it got better. Yeah? So you do it, you program yourself, to look out for the situation where you don't see really what is going on. And then you tell yourself, okay, tomorrow I will be very, very aware of what is going on there. Yeah, and you will see it will improve it.
Can you also, for example, I do my daily reflections at evening, but for example, some event has happened, and I'm really wondering, I'm really perplexed about the situation, and I want to investigate, I want to reflect on it, like right now. So can I do that? Is that
okay? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
Because I think the memories are really fresh at that moment.
Yeah. I mean, go ahead. As long as you don't sit in samadhi, yeah? If you sit in samadhi, forget about it, and then do it after sitting in samadhi. But if the thing's happening, during the day, and you find it, what is going on, then you can do instantly your reflection, yeah?
So I have some more questions can ask.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm doing my walking meditations. I recently started doing my walking meditation, and it's been getting really better. And it's more fun than sitting meditation. Like in almost 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it's like guaranteed calm. Like my mind is almost getting still at some point of time during my walking meditation. So I want to ask. I recently had some sort of I don't know. I had this feeling around my nose when I'm doing my walking meditation, and my eyes are getting very googly. For example, if I take time to concentrate, I don't know if that's a being with my breath. I remember being with my breath, but I also noticed that it was causing me some strain in between my eyes.
Yeah.
So, is that right or wrong?
That is wrong. I mean, you try to focus with your eyes on the nose, and that is wrong. I mean, focus with your eyes, 1 meter ahead, yeah? I mean, look at the ground, 1 meter ahead, yeah? That's where you focus your eyes, yeah? And if you try to strain, you feel this kind of thing if you force it too much. Don't force it, yeah? Relax, then when you see it, it's a strain, or the eyes wobbling, say, okay, relax. Just stand still for a moment, relax, and then go on. Yeah. Yes, and walk faster. Don't walk too slow.
Yes, I noticed that I walk very slowly.
Don't walk too slow. Yeah. Because then the mind easily gets off, yeah? If you walk faster, I mean, the advantage of walking meditation is that the chitta is busy with doing the walking meditation, and only the rest of the chitta you have to get calm. That's why when you do walking meditation, much easier, to get into a stillness, yeah? But if you walk too slow, then the effect is not there.
But I put my awareness around the base of my nose.
No.
So is that...
Yeah. The awareness around the base of the nose. Yeah? Know that the breath goes in, know that the breath goes out.
The feeling of inhaling and exhaling.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
And just being with it. I don't know if I'm really knowing it, because sometimes I feel like I'm creating conceptions about inhalation, exhalation. Sometimes I don't know, but it feels right. Like it feels that I really am inhaling. I know that I'm inhaling. But
yeah, I mean, with breathing meditation or anapanasati, I mean, sometimes in the beginning we really feel it, and then towards the end, when the mind gets calm, we know it, yeah? We know the breath goes in, because the breath is subtle, yeah? We cannot really feel it anymore. That's why a lot of people say the breath disappears. It doesn't disappear. But our knowing becomes stronger when the feeling of the breath becomes weaker. You have to experiment a little bit and see what works for you, yeah? Okay?
Mostly it's just lack of focus for me. Just last question. Sometimes, like I said about my practice, sometimes I'm inconsistent. So, for example, I learned some tricks during my meditation, learned some new methods to overcome the kleshas, or just new techniques, I would say. But then if you stop doing this meditation for some while, and not just too much while, just 2-3 days of inconsistent practice, makes you kind of forget these tricks, or just you are starting from the scratch and learning how to deal with them again. I felt that it happened to me.
Yeah, welcome to the world of meditation. That always happens, yeah? I mean, the kilesas make you forget the things that work against the kilesas. And sometimes, even if your practice is not inconsistent, yeah? I mean, it happened to me quite often, I mean, I had a very good insight. I said, okay, this is working, In the next moment, I completely forgot. And a year later, I remember, I was already at this path, yeah? So it does happen. So don't worry too much about it, Just go on with the practice, yeah? And it will come back, yeah? Or it won't come back. And sometimes, the tricks, only work for a certain amount of time. Maybe in the beginning it works for 3 months or 4 months or 6 months, yeah? And then it becomes less and less, yeah? Because the kilesas learn with us, yeah? They see, okay, this is against me, so I'm in, yeah? They don't fall for the trick anymore, yeah? And then you have to change, then you have to change the tricks, every hour or every 2 hours or every 3 hours, because it doesn't work anymore, yeah, towards the end, yeah. Okay, yeah, don't get frustrated, yeah. Just keep on working and try to make your practice consistent, yeah.
I try to do it daily as much as I can.
Yeah.
Sometimes switch up walking and sitting. Is walking as much efficient as the sitting meditation?
Yes.
It is. Lastly, I just, and it's not a question, it's mostly about my lack of patience in the practice. Like I said, that sometimes become inconsistent because I'm not getting any results in my practice. Or like my main goal with the practice of this meditation is that either I get the calm, either I get the rapture, that pleasure, or either I get rid of my defilements. That's my only.
And getting rid of the defilements is the work of investigation, yeah. I mean, reflection is the first, yeah. I mean, don't get frustrated, Just know. I mean, I always say, yeah. I mean, frustration, expectations. The moment you see expectations, okay, say there are expectations, then go back to the breath, yeah. Okay, there's this one breath. I just want to know this one breath completely, yeah. When this one breath is over, I want to just one breath, yeah. Don't think about 2 hours or 3 hours, and don't think about results, yeah. It is, meditation is like learning to walk, yeah. We get up, we fall over, we get up, we fall over, but we keep getting up, yeah. Otherwise you couldn't be able to walk, yeah. And how often did you hurt, but you never gave up because you wanted to learn to walk, yeah. That's the same. Yeah? So don't get, and don't expect anything to happen, because as long as we expect, nothing really will happen, yeah, and we don't see what is really happening, yeah. If we don't expect anything, yeah, if we look for a certain experience, for instance, the bliss that we encountered 5 years ago, I mean, we will not find it. You will never find it, yeah. But, yeah, remember then, okay, what led to this experience? Yeah? I was without expectations and I did my work that led to this experience. And then if you do this kind of work, just focus on the breath, yeah, then a similar experience will happen. Understand that, yeah?
I usually worry about my, mostly that the time of death. I don't know when it will arrive, and
what?
And the next, you don't know if you. I mean, I don't really trust on the next birth or merits for the next birth. I only believe in this birth, even though it may exist. I don't know, but I've not seen it for myself, so I can't really. I'm like scared of the death part.
You're scared of?
Yeah, like I want to fix the things right in this very life.
Yeah.
I don't know, the next life I might get a chance or not.
I mean, Look at the way, when you went to school, were you smart as other people or were you not so smart as other people? Look at your brothers and sisters, are they smart or not smart? Are they skilled or not skilled? I mean, the skill and this, and the smartness, comes from previous lives, yeah? Not everybody is born the same, yeah? But just take it, okay. Don't deny it that there's a next life. You don't have to believe it, but say, yeah, there's a possibility that there's a next life. And yeah, to work for the next life, no. Work, as much as you can, and the fruits will come. You're from India, how can you not believe in next life, yeah? You're from India, or?
Yes, I'm.
Yeah. All the Asians, believe in previous lives and next lives, yeah?
Yes, they believe, it's a core part of our religion.
Yeah, it's part of Buddhism. It's even, even to a certain extent, it's also part of Christianity. Yeah? Even if they have only, next life is in heaven and the next life is in hell, yeah?
For me personally, like, if I have not seen it, if I have not seen my past life, I just cannot make myself believe it.
Yeah. I said it's not important to believe it, it is important not to deny it.
Yes, I'm not denying it, but just
okay.
If somebody would ask me, like, my faith would shake if I say that I would past lives. I won't be able to prove to him, I won't be able to prove to anyone.
It's not important, yeah? Just don't deny it, just don't deny karma, yeah? Don't deny heaven, don't deny hell, yeah? You don't have to really believe in it, yeah? But don't deny it until you experience it. And you will sooner or later, you will see, yeah? It just comes up as knowledge, the kind of karma that comes back to you, the knowledge comes up if you're good in meditation. I've done that, in a previous life to somebody else.
Okay, so does that come with the development of sati?
Yeah, yes. And that is the whole goal at the moment, to develop this sati, this awareness, yeah? What is going on, why are we doing the things, and what are the results of our doing, yeah? It gives us a level of understanding that is beyond anything that we can know or research in the world. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Anyone else would like to ask the questions? Yeah, if not, you could type your question in the chat. I can read it out for you. If you do not want to ask it directly. I think, Longbo, there are a few questions submitted.
Yeah.
Can we read those first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, sometimes the questions come late, yeah. So go ahead and read it.
Okay. Yep. First question. I practice in the Goenka tradition. We practice 20 minutes or less anapana, just enough to get calm and the mind sharp to go to the important practice vipassana, which gives panya. And at the end of it, we send out metta. I've heard that other traditions give more importance to anapana. Some of them goes to vipassana after years of practicing anapana. I would like to understand the objective of each practice and an effective way to use them. The reason of the different approaches and the difference in the results. Finally, I would appreciate an advice from you about this issue. Thank you very much.
It's very simple. the Lord Buddha laid it down. The path to the deliverance from dukkha is sila. Being more, keeping your 5 precepts. It's samadhi, the ability to concentrate on one point and to get completely calm. Yeah. And the third one is the development of wisdom, the investigation. Yeah? One alone doesn't work. Yeah? If you don't have sila, if we don't keep the sila, we cannot get into samadhi. Yeah? If we can't get into samadhi, we cannot develop wisdom. If we don't have enough wisdom, we can't keep our sila. So you think about these three columns, yeah? Sila, samadhi, panya, as the one that you build your house of nibbana onto it. Yeah? If one of the columns is too short, the house will topple over. A lot of people, because they cannot, especially when they come from the West, it is very difficult for them to develop samadhi. That's why they want to skip it. Yeah? To get calm, completely calm, in a state where there are no more thoughts and no more memories coming up, it is difficult. And that's why they want to skip it. Yeah? But I will say, if your sati, if your calmness is not enough, it is like you have a blunt knife. Yeah, if you want to cut the kilesas, a blunt knife will not cut them down. You can do as much work, and you work very hard, but with a blunt knife you cannot cut it down. Yeah? You cannot tear it, you cannot unfetter it. Yeah. So that's why the importance of samadhi. Lungda Mahabor stressed the same thing. Yeah? Somebody came to him and said, in the West, they don't put any emphasis on samadhi. He laughed and said, it's useless. Yeah? If thinking would solve our problems, because investigation is mostly thinking about this, investigating, user thought. If thinking solves our problems, why do the hard work of sitting in samadhi? Samadhi, the ability to go into a state where there is no thoughts, where there is no future, no past, yeah, no memories, no fear, yeah. This gives us first of all, some some encouragement that there is another world from the world that we live in. Because the world we live in, we constantly think, we assess, we see something, and we put a label on it, we see something else, we evaluate the situation. This is the world that most of the people live in, yeah? But the world of samadhi is completely different. It's complete experience, yeah? Without anybody judging, without anybody telling it what we experience, we just experience, yeah? So, samadhi is of utmost importance, yeah? I often, I have quite a few talks on the importance of samadhi. Samadhi is not an option. What Goenka does, or what I heard he does, is a little bit of samadhi and then mostly investigation. But he doesn't do the investigation properly either. Yeah? Investigation is focusing on one point, be it the body or be it your feeling, and then investigate this feeling, asking the question about how does it feel, What is the difference between this feeling and another feeling? What is the difference of this part of the body and the other part of the body? Ask the chitta, until the chitta gives us, the answer to it. Yeah? Not thinking about it, because thinking, gets stuck in our world, yeah? And you will be stuck forever. So don't neglect samadhi. Samadhi is not an option. Yeah? Never been an option. The Lord Buddha never said it's an optional thing. Yeah? The investigation of the five khandhas, it starts with the body. Yeah? So we have to investigate the body. So we have to be the ability to focus on a part of the body without thinking. Yeah? Until we see it clearly, until we see the image, clear or not so clear in our mind, and then we ask the question, what happens, if we put a knife onto it, if we dissect it, how does it look like? Or, if we burn it up, what is it? Or if we die, what is happening? If we have the whole body, yeah. That is investigation, asking the right questions. And the right question is not why. The right question, what is it? Yeah? Show me. Yeah? What is pain? Yeah? That is the right question. Where is pain? Yeah? Is the pain in the knee? When the pain is in the knee, is it in the skin? Is it in the tendons? Is it, you have tendons and you have skin, you have flesh, you have muscles, for all your life. Why is it now that it is in pain? Okay? If he has some more questions about this,
Next question. According to the original teachings of the Buddha, does the teacher need to be an arahant to teach the Dhamma?
No, he can be a Sotapanna. But, a Sotapanna can help a worldling. That's what the Lord Buddha teaches. A Sotapanna can help the worldling with its problems, in practice. If you want to reach Sotapanna, he can help you to reach Sotapanna, but he cannot solve the problems of a Sotapanna. So he has to be a Sakadagami to be able to solve the problems of a Sotapanna. And the Anagami can solve the problems of a Sakadagami. And the Arahant, of course, he can lead people to Arahantship, but he cannot solve the problems of an Arahant. Only the Lord Buddha can solve the problems of an Arahant. That is the teaching of the Lord Buddha. So a Sotapanna is, of course, he can teach. He can teach you the path to Sotapanna if he understands it correctly. If he passed it in this life, But of course, it is better, if you're around an Arahant, especially if you want to achieve, the end of dukkha. Okay, next.
This is a long question. Venerable Ajahn Martin, when we practice Asubha and death contemplation, can the kilesas become so upset that they deal actual damage to the body? I started practicing Asubha and Maranasati a few months ago, and after a while of practice, I noticed a constant discomfort in my belly. In order to give rise to urgency, I contemplated on that pain and started to imagine as if it were a terminal disease. After meditating like that, the pain grew stronger, and I also started to feel a burning sensation on my stomach and guts. I also started to lose weight. Even so, I kept contemplating on death and on my helplessness facing mortality. A few months later, I decided to finally see a doctor, but she didn't find anything wrong with my body at all. She considered the stomach ache could be stress-related and prescribed me a medicine for anxiety. A few days after taking the medicine and having a break on Asubha and Maranasati, the pain on my belly and the burning sensation vanished. Could this have been the workings of the kilesas? Should I develop samatha further before taking on Asubha again? Thank you so much for your teachings, and I'm very grateful for every Dhamma talk.
Yes, do a lot of samatha. In the beginning, do a super practice. If your samatha is good, if you get calm, and stay in calm, without thoughts and memories, then go to a super practice. Yes, things can come up like this, but don't concentrate on that. The moment you concentrate, for instance, on the pain in the belly, on your anus, these things appear, appear from the kilesas. They make it, it's just like the pain, that is in our knees when we sit in samatha, and normally it goes away, once we stop the meditation. So, of course, kilesas, but it can also be karma. That is created, that you created, in your previous lives, that come at that moment when you do, The kilesas don't like a super practice, so they want to deter us in any kind of way. This is something you have to understand. That's why, after the super practice, people get normally very angry, They get angry at the tree. Why is the tree, in my way, or why is this, like this, or why is that like that, That is normal. That is the reaction of the kilesas who don't like don't like that we destroy their favorite toy. And the favorite toy of the kilesas, of course, is the body. Yeah. So these things can happen. Yeah. But don't focus on the pain and don't focus. Don't imagine this, because through our imagination we can also create things. That are actually not there. Just dissect the body. Or look in the body and then see it clearly. Take one part of the body. And dissect it. Yeah. Or take the whole body and look at it, how it dies, yeah? That's okay, yeah. I hope this helps, so otherwise, ask follow-up questions, yeah?
Okay. For next question. How do I get over listening to the beating of the heart while trying to stay with the Buddha? Does it matter if the Buddha follows the rhythm of the heart?
Don't try to combine it. Just focus more on the Buddha, yeah? And then, the beating of the heart will diminish, yeah? I mean, we never focus on the beating of the heart when we do samatha, yeah? I mean, sometimes, you can stop the beating of the heart and then it is very difficult, to get the heart back into motion, yeah? And then you might die, yeah? So, we never focus on the beating of the heart when we do samatha, yeah? Focus on the breath or focus on the Buddha, that's it. Okay?
Next question. I think it's follow-up question. How to get over fear of heart stopping when meditating?
Don't focus on the heart, yeah? And I mean, it is, what is it called, fear of the heart beating stop, yeah? It is the fear of death, yeah? So investigate, what is the fear of death? What are you afraid of, yeah? I mean, the body will die, sooner or later. So, what is left? The left is the citta. Yeah? Think about death, changing your car. Once your car, is not being able to be repaired anymore, you put it to the scrapyard and get a new car. The driver is not affected by the car, but the car goes its way, just like the body goes its way. So what are you afraid of? Yeah? Investigate that, yeah? And stop the beating of the heart, is death, yeah? That's what we call it, yeah? So investigate death, maranasati, yeah? And then see what you're afraid of. Sooner or later you will have to die, yeah? There's no way to go around, yeah? And it's not you that dies, it's the body that dies, and then, and you will be amazed how fast you will look for a new body, yeah? Just like people, who are passionate drivers, once their car is, on the scrapyard, they look for the new car. If they have enough merit, they get a good car. If they don't have merit, they go to hell, or yeah. So like that. Okay.
There's one question from the chat.
Yeah.
Long Paul, can you please explain how subject-object is created in any given situation? Many thanks, Sadhu.
Subject-object is always created. We live in the duality. Yeah, we live in this world. Yeah, we perceive this world. There's a subject. The subject looks onto an object. Yeah, our whole language is based on subject and object. The subject is normally I, yeah, and the object is what we observe, yeah, what we put our concentration on. I really don't understand what, yeah, but once you go into Appana Samadhi, then subject and object become one, and that's why we can't say anything about it, because our language cannot comprehend that, yeah, the oneness, yeah. But as long as we live in this world, even in Upachara Samadhi, there's the experience and there's somebody who experiences it. There's the citta, yeah, that knows of these things, yeah? And there are the things to be known of, yeah? And that is the object. I really don't, clarify this question, because I really don't understand what he's trying to ask. Okay?
That's all the questions we have. Anyone else want to ask the question directly? You can raise your hand.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Ajahn. My name is Dartem. I want to come practice at the monastery, but I have a little problem. So I broke my knee maybe a little more than 1 year ago, and I still have some problems doing sitting meditation. So would it be okay if I did more Chankama or other postures?
Yeah, sure. There's no problem. You can even sit on a chair. Can you sit on a chair without problems?
Yes, I can.
I see. So what is the problem? Of course, sitting.
What would be a good...
Yeah. No, it's okay. Yeah. Of course, sitting on a chair is not the same as sitting in samadhi. Yeah, in cross-legged. What?
Yeah, I can usually sit for maybe about 3 or 4 hours a day, and then it gets pretty bad.
Yeah.
And
yeah, do Chongkram. If you can walk, that's fine. Interchange it, 2 hours of walking, 2 hours of sitting, and then, it's fine. Or if you like to walk, you can do 6 hours or 9 hours of walking, whatever.
So what would be a good time to come next month? Is it a good time to come?
Tomorrow?
Okay. I'm in Thailand, so okay.
Where are you? Where are you?
I'm in Krabi.
In Bali?
Krabi.
What? Where?
Krabi.
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 Oh, okay. Yeah, you can come tomorrow.
Krabi.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Takes you about 2 hours with the airplane. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, can come anytime.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. See you soon. Thank you.
Yeah. Where are you from originally? Where are you from?
Russia. I live in Bulgaria.
Russia, Bulgaria. Oh, okay.
And I want to move to Thailand.
Okay. All the best. So, next question.
Thank you.
Are there questions here
Anyone else?
from the audience? Adeline, Fang.
There's a question.
What? There's a question. Okay?
Yeah, there's a question online, yeah.
Ajahn, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Since we have a little bit of time, you always talked about the human life being like the jumping board. Can you please revisit that? That actually kind of is a very nice thing that I remember. I think could you just review that if you have time?
But it's not me that says this, it's the Lord Buddha, that mentions it. The thing why it is the jumping board or why it is the easiest realm of existence where we can get out is because we have sukha, happiness and unhappiness, or dukkha, or suffering and pain, at about the same amount. People who have too much dukkha cannot find the way out. Yeah, like in hell, they cannot find the way out. Or if they're ghosts, their dukkha is too big. Yeah, they don't find the way out. If people, if people are here, in this world too poor, they always have to look for the food, to feed themselves. Yeah, they will not be able to look out for the path, to the end of dukkha. And the same thing happens, in the heavenly realms. If you're happy, why would you look out for the, If you're constantly contented, oh, it's so nice, beautiful, nice food, you don't look out for the way, yeah. But if you have dukkha and sukha, yeah, at the same, around the same level, then you can go through and see, there's sukha, there's dukkha, it's just, it's just the same, it's two sides of the same coin. And that's why it is the jumping board. Okay?
Okay, thank you, teacher.
So, any questions? Huh? From the newcomers? Fang, you already asked all your questions? Adeline as well, huh? Yeah? That's okay.
So we have to always focus on it.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. I mean, if you wash the plates, you can focus putto, 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 yeah? If you sweep, putto, putto, putto. Same with the breath, yeah?
So even when the Buddha is very, very soft, that means I have lost interest in the Buddha.
No, not when the Buddha stops.
No, I mean when the Buddha becomes very soft.
What? What?
Subtle.
Yeah.
That means I have lost my focus on the Buddha.
Yeah. You still keep your focus on the Buddha.
I have to focus more into it until it is.
She asked if the Buddha is subtle, it means that she lost her focus.
No, you get more concentrated.
So when the Buddha is more subtle, I have to become more concentrated.
You have to, sometimes it's because of concentration, then it's more subtle, and sometimes, because you lose your focus, yeah? So you have to decide, to put more focus on the Buddha. Yeah? It becomes clear, it is, in the end, it becomes automatic, and then you observe the Buddha. Yeah? Is it slow? Is it fast? Is it deep? Is it shallow? Yeah? We don't want to change the rhythm of the Buddha. We want to observe it. Yeah. And if you go deeper, it becomes like a song in a cathedral, and you can just enjoy it, be with the Buddha, yeah, until you come slowly to the end when the Buddha becomes really pronounced, yeah, and your mind becomes so concentrated that you cannot think, yeah, you cannot even think of the Buddha anymore. And then you jump into the knowingness, yeah, that knows that you cannot think anymore, yeah, okay? But sometimes it's a loss of concentration, and sometimes, because the concentration is keeping up. Yeah? You have to figure that out. So, now just press Anapanasati or Putto? Yeah, get calm. And let the world behind you, here, there's nothing, nothing to do. Let the world, let the worries, everything. Yeah. You're all, all in the ZoomSession, you're busy, busy living your life, you constantly have to worry about this, worry about that, worry about the work, worry about your relationship, yeah, worry about the food, worry about, everything, yeah. Here we worry about our Buddha or Anapanasati, or investigation. That's the only worry we have. Yeah. Okay, so more questions, Sani?
Yes, Uncle. I think they are...
Falling asleep. What?
I think there are no more questions.
There are no more questions? Okay, then we have some questions from the web. No? Okay, so then today, make it a short session. Actually, yeah, it's already 1 hour. Yeah, it's already 1 hour. So if nobody has any more questions, yeah, keep up the good work. Yeah, keep practicing. And the important thing is, practice, daily. Yeah. No matter if it is half an hour in the morning before after getting up, half an hour of practice, or if it's an hour of practice, yeah, and when you come back home from work, another hour of practice or half an hour of practice, keep that, yeah. Make meditation your number one priority, and everything that goes around it, yeah. And that, that this constant practice, will have results. Don't worry, don't look for the results, don't worry about the results. The results will come by itself, yeah? Just like we learn, to walk, if you do it, constantly and with a lot of effort, it will come, the result. Sooner or later we can walk. And sooner or later we can meditate, can easily get into samadhi. And after we are in samadhi, we do investigation of this body, yeah, that we are so attached to that we constantly worry about it. About sickness, about age, about whatever, yeah. About heat, about food, it's all, or then, with the body comes the senses, the six senses. Yeah? Seeing, hearing, smelling, touching, yeah? Tasting, and thinking, yeah. We constantly worry about these things, yeah. So we have to investigate, what is it bringing us? It bringing us, when you're calm, when you really calm, when you enter samadhi where there are no thoughts and no no memories coming up, yeah, and you can stay there for maybe 15, 20 minutes, and then you come out, you see how all these senses bombard you. It's not fun, yeah. It feels like, being in a war of the senses. Huh? There we see the dukkha of the senses. But at the moment we don't see the dukkha, yeah, we only see, oh, this is nice, I look at this, this is nice, I hear this is nice, or I don't like it what I hear, this is not so nice. That's where all the troubles start. Okay? So that's enough for today, yeah.
Thank you, Luang Por, for the session today. See you next month.
Yeah.
I also pay respects to Luang Por by bowing 3 times. Bow.
Okay, so bye-bye.
Bye.